His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received a telephone call from the Crown Prince of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mbarak Al Sabah. During the call, His Highness conveyed the greetings of the Emir of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Mish'al Al Ahmed Al Jabir Al Sabah, to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. In turn, His Royal Highness conveyed the greetings of His Majesty the King to the Emir of Kuwait, along with His Majesty's and His Royal Highness's wishes for continued progress and prosperity for Kuwait and its people. His Highness the Crown Prince of Kuwait condemned the recent Iranian aggression against the region, noting that this action contravenes the international rule of law and jeopardizes the safety of people across the region. His Highness further stresses Kuwait's commitment to the principles of mutual defense and security, emphasizing that any attack on Bahrain or any other Gulf state constitutes an attack on Kuwait. For his part, His Royal Highness affirmed Bahrain's strong condemnation of the attacks that impacted Kuwait and the region, reiterating the kingdom's firm rejection of any actions that would harm Kuwait or compromise the security or sovereignty of members of the GCC. His Royal Highness emphasized the kingdom's solidarity with Kuwait and its unwavering support for all measures undertaken to preserve its security and stability. Both parties stated the importance of further strengthening coordination between Gulf states to safeguard regional security and stability. On March 5, 2026, Bahrain, along with the US and the UK, held extraordinary consultations under Article 2 of the Comprehensive Security Integration and Prosperity Agreement, CCPA. The National Security Advisor, Secretary General of the Supreme Defense Council of Bahrain, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, consulted with Commander of the U.S. Central Command, Admiral Brad Cooper, and Chief of the Defense Staff of the UK Air Chief Marshal Sir Richard Knighton, all members of the CCPA Defense Working Group, DWG. DWG members discussed the current security landscape in the region, noting notably the hostile Iranian aggression that seeks to blatantly undermine the security and stability of Bahrain and neighboring nations. All parties underscored the robust partnership and collaboration between their countries, reaffirming their shared commitment to addressing challenges to regional security and stability collectively. The DWG discussions highlighted the strategic partnerships established under CCPA, which underlines mutual commitment to enhance security cooperation and collective deterrence against external threats. All partners reiterated their dedication to continuing to work together to confront external aggressions that may threaten any member's sovereignty and territorial integrity. This commitment reflects the deep ties between the CCPA member nations and their alignment on the necessary security measures to ensure peace and stability across the region. The General Command of the Bahrain Defense Force announced that through the unrelenting vigilance of its personnel, Bahrain's air defense systems have continued to intercept successive waves of Iranian terrorist aggression. Since the onset of these attacks, Bahrain's air defenses have destroyed 78 missiles and 143 drones targeting the Kingdom of Bahrain. The General Command affirmed its immense pride in the advanced combat readiness and exceptional vigilance demonstrated by its personnel, and takes great honor in the sustained operational excellence with which the kingdom is being defended. The performance of these men provides firm assurance that skies of the kingdom remains protected. The General Command urges all citizens and residents to remain indoors except where absolutely necessary and to exercise the utmost caution for their personal safety. All persons must keep well clear of all affected sites and any suspicious objects, refrain from filming military operations or debris impacted sites, and avoid spreading unverified information. The public is urged to rely solely on official sources and to follow official government media channels for all updates, alerts, and warnings. The General Command further stated that the use of ballistic missiles and drones to target civilian infrastructure and private property constitutes a flagrant violation of international humanitarian law and the United Nations Charter, and that these indiscriminate attacks represent a direct threat to regional peace and security. In order to uphold public safety responsibilities in light of the blatant Iranian aggression on Bahraini territories using missiles and drones and the grave danger this poses to the safety of citizens and residents, the Civil Defense Council announces a ban on gatherings in streets and public squares in order to preserve the safety of the people and enhance civil protection measures. The chairman of the Supreme Council of Health, SCH, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, accompanied by Minister of Health Dr. Jalila bin Sayyid Jawad Hassan, paid an inspection visit to the Central Medical and Pharmaceutical Supply Project, Shifa National Medical Supply. The SCA chairman affirmed the importance of monitoring the readiness of medical supply in Bahrain and enhancing its efficiency to support the continuity of high-quality health services. He noted the ongoing developments of storage and supply systems, which raises the efficiency of the health sector and achieves the highest levels of quality and safety in the provision of medicines and medical supplies. For her part, the Minister of Health affirmed that enhancing the efficiency of medical supplies is one of the fundamental pillars of supporting the continuity of health services to achieve advanced levels of readiness in various health facilities. She praised the efforts made in the management and operation of central warehouses and the advanced systems implemented to ensure the safety of storage and the quality of medical supplies. During the visit, the delegation reviewed the work process in the storage and medical supply facilities at the central warehouses, the mechanisms for managing pharmaceutical stocks and medical supplies, and the logistical procedures adopted for receiving, storing, and distributing them to health institutions. They also reviewed the systems in place to ensure the efficiency of supply and the sustainability of the availability of medicines and medical supplies in accordance with the highest standards. This visit comes within the framework of the keenness to continue strengthening the medical supply system in Bahrain and ensuring its efficiency and the sustainability of the availability of medicines and medical supplies. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, received telephone calls from several international counterparts who expressed their solidarity with Bahrain and condemned the Iranian missile attacks on the kingdom. They also conveyed their wishes for Bahrain's continued security, stability, and peace. Dr. Zayani received calls from the Armenian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ararat Mizayin, the Irish Minister of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Minister of Defense, Helen McEntee, the Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andriy Sibiha, the Nepali Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bala Nanda Sharma, and the Latvian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Baiba Barzai. The foreign minister expressed appreciation and gratitude to the ministers for their condemnation of the Iranian missile attacks against Bahrain, which targeted a number of sites, including civilian objects and private property. He valued their expressions of solidarity with the kingdom and their support for the measures it is taking to safeguard its security and stability, and conveyed his wishes for continued security, stability, and peace for their brotherly and friendly countries. The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, conducted field visits to a number of telecommunications companies in the kingdom to review the sector's operational readiness and precautionary measures aimed at ensuring the continuity of vital services in light of regional developments. The minister visited a branch of Batalco and the branch of STC Bahrain. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa also toured the headquarters of Zain Bahrain and visited BNet. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed emphasized the importance of maintaining a high level of readiness across the telecommunications sector, noting that it represents a key pillar of national security and digital infrastructure. He commended the efforts of telecommunications companies in strengthening their technical capabilities and enhancing rapid response mechanisms to address emergency situations. Officials from the telecommunications companies expressed their appreciation to the minister for his visit and continued follow-up on the sector's preparedness, affirming the readiness of telecommunications networks and digital infrastructure in the kingdom and their commitment to implementing operational and precautionary plans to ensure service continuity under all circumstances. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Al-Rumehi, affirmed that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the guidance of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, places the security and safety of citizens and the preservation of their stability at the top of its priorities. The Minister praised His Royal Highness's directives regarding the government's commitment to addressing the damage inflicted on citizens' homes in East Head as a result of the blatant Iranian attacks. She emphasized that this order reflects His Royal Highness's concern for the safety of citizens, constant commitment to responding swiftly to their needs, dedication to ensuring their stability and providing them with the necessary support in all circumstances. The Minister praised the inspection visit conducted by the Deputy Prime Minister to East Head, which demonstrated the government's commitment to direct on-the-ground monitoring to ensure the well-being of citizens affected by the attack and to examine their needs. She affirmed that the ministry will work in coordination with the relevant government agencies to implement the directives of His Royal Highness and take the necessary measures to assess and address the damages as quickly as possible, as this will ensure the stability of the affected families in the area and their return to their homes at the earliest opportunity. She added that such actions embody the unity between the leadership and the citizens and reflect the strength and cohesion of Bahraini society in facing various challenges. She emphasized that Bahrain will continue confidently on its path of development and preserve its national achievements in security and stability. The Governor of Muharraq Governorate, Salman Al-Manna'i, confirmed that the order of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa for the government to cover the damage caused to citizens' homes in Al-Had city as a result of Iran's blatant aggression reflects His Royal Highness's humanitarian approach and the constant concern for the safety and stability of citizens and providing them with all means of support in various circumstances. The government praised the inspection visit made by the Deputy Prime Minister to the city, which embodies the government's approach of direct field follow-up to reassure citizens and assess their needs, stressing that the people of the province stand united behind the wise leadership of His Majesty the King. The Ministry of Interior had announced that the Iranian aggression targeted a hotel and 2 residential buildings in the capital Manama without causing any casualties. The civil defense managed to control a fire that broke out in an apartment in one of the buildings. We will now present a media briefing to update you on the latest developments in the national response to the situation in the region.
Dear citizens and residents, the National Communications Center is holding this media briefing to provide an update on the latest developments in light of the current regional situation and the hostile Iranian attacks that have targeted the Kingdom of Bahrain. We affirm that the Kingdom's military and security authorities, led by the Bahrain Defense Force, the Ministry of Interior, and the National Guard, continue to carry out their national duties with determination and vigilance. Through the dedication and commitment of their personnel, they are operating with the highest levels of readiness with an integrated system that places the protection of the Kingdom and the safety of all citizens and residents as a top priority. We urge everyone to obtain information from official sources only and to refrain from circulating rumors or unverified information on social media, as this is essential to maintaining public awareness and ensuring the accuracy of information during these circumstances. For further clarification and guidance related to public safety, we are now joined by Captain Abdurrahman Abdullah Al-Mansouri from the Ministry of Interior, who will outline the key safety guidelines and precautionary measures.
Dear citizens and residents, may the peace, mercy and blessings from Allah be upon you. In light of the wrongful Iranian aggression against the Kingdom of Bahrain, the Ministry of Interior continues to work around the clock to protect the security and the safety of the Kingdom under the leadership and wisdom of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. In light of these events, we present to you this media briefing. Within the framework of the comprehensive national response, the Ministry of Interior activated the National Civil Emergency Management Center as a unified national coordination room between the various concerned authorities, while raising the level of security and field readiness to protect vital facilities and ensure the continuity of essential services, ensuring the sustainability of vital services and infrastructure, ensuring food and water security, ensuring the efficiency of the energy and electricity sector, communication resilience, warning systems, and raising health preparedness and securing preventive supplies. Increasing monitoring and early warning systems in coordination with the relevant authorities, and monitoring air quality and radiation in cooperation with international organizations in terms of logistical preparedness. 33 shelters have been prepared, 13 of which are activated in various governorates. 10 centers began receiving beneficiaries, reaching more than 2,600 people, with emphasis on reviewing precautionary evacuation plans and securing all medical and supply requirements. In terms of field response, the General Directorate of Civil Defense received 90 reports over the past few days, which were dealt with quickly and efficiently by the relevant teams. These included incidents of drones colliding with residential buildings and hotels, causing fires and scattered damage, as well as debris falling on vehicles, homes, businesses, open areas, and public streets. The latest was announced today by the Ministry of Interior, which reported that a hotel and 2 residential buildings in the capital governorate had been targeted, with no loss of life. The Civil Defense Service managed to control a fire that broke out in an apartment in one of the buildings. The Coast Guard Command has also raised its operational readiness to the highest level, intensifying maritime patrols around the clock and strengthening coastal surveillance systems to ensure maritime security and regulate shipping traffic, which guarantees the safety of commercial vessels, fishing boats, and vital installations. We remind citizens and residents that the maritime ban in the northern region remains in effect from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. In terms of the sustainability of resources, there is an adequate strategic stockpile of food and medicine, and water and energy supplies are maintained with high efficiency. Health institutions are operating at full capacity in accordance with approved emergency plans to ensure the province of medical care in all circumstances. A number of cyber attacks were dealt with professionally, and additional precautionary measures were taken to raise protection and readiness levels, ensuring the stability of cyberspace and the safe operation of all national systems and platforms. In terms of precautionary measures, education in educational institutions has shifted to a remote learning system until further notice. A number of government agencies continue to operate on a 70% remote working basis, with the normal flow of activity continuing in markets and on King Fahd Causeway. We call on citizens and residents to continue to cooperate with and comply with the instruction issued by the competent authorities. Refrain from photographing military sites or attack sites. Stay away from debris or foreign objects and obtain information from official sources only. We note that in some cases, explosions are heard in the Kingdom of Bahrain due to the interception of Iranian projectiles outside the kingdom's airspace, or due to the interception of missiles, which are not directed at populated areas. It is worth noting that the sounding of the siren or receiving an alert via the emergency alert system is activated in the event of monitoring threats directed at targets in the territory of the Kingdom of Bahrain, while it's not activated in the absence of a threat to the kingdom's territory. May Allah protect the Kingdom of Bahrain. May Allah protect His Majesty the King. May Allah protect the people of Bahrain. May the peace, mercy and blessings of Allah be upon you.
The permanent representative of Bahrain to the UN office and other international organizations in Geneva, Ambassador Abdullah Abdul-Latif Abdullah, delivered Bahrain's statement during the general debate under Item 2 of the 61st session of the Human Rights Council. The ambassador affirmed that Bahrain, which has always upheld the principles of security, peace and coexistence, has been subjected to treacherous Iranian missile attacks targeting civilians and civilian objects in several areas within the kingdom in flagrant violation of its sovereignty, security and stability, and an unjustified threat to the safety, security and lives of civilians on its territory, and a disregard for all international laws, norms and the principles of good neighborliness. He also expressed Bahrain's condemnation of the Iranian attacks against the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait and Jordan. He noted that the air defense systems of the Bahrain Defense Force have responded to the hostile attacks with great efficiency and capability and continue to carry out their national duty in confronting any threat targeting the security, stability and territorial integrity of Bahrain and all those residing within it. Civil defense authorities, medical services, and all relevant institutions are likewise working to provide the necessary support to ensure public safety and protect lives and property. He added that the time has come for the international community to assume its responsibilities, not only to condemn this treacherous and irreversible attack, but also to take an immediate and decisive stance to halt these hostile attacks, which constitute a serious act of aggression, threaten the fundamental human rights to life, and violate international human rights law and international humanitarian law. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs continues facilitating the return of Bahraini citizens abroad through land border crossings and ensuring their safety arrival to the kingdom in coordination with relevant authorities and partners in Bahrain and their counterparts in the GCC member states. The ministry said it is closely monitoring the situation of citizens around the clock through direct communication with the kingdom's diplomatic missions abroad, while working to provide the necessary facilitation for those wishing to return, reflecting the kingdom's readiness and swift response to developments and its continued commitment to caring for its citizens wherever they may be. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs also renewed its call for Bahraini citizens abroad to register through the electronic link to update their contact and residence information. In emergency cases or request assistance, citizens may immediately contact the Kingdom of Bahrain's diplomatic missions abroad or the Contact and Follow-up Center at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, available 24 hours. Bahrain continues to adhere to the message of peace and affirms its approach based on supporting stability and promoting dialogue and cooperation between countries. More in this report.
The message of peace is a firmly established principle in Bahrain's policy based on consolidating stability, enhancing security in the region, and building a secure future for generations to come. This approach is an extension of a long-standing policy established by His Majesty the King, which prioritizes diplomacy and strengthens joint action with friendly nations, contributing to the protection of the region's security and the safeguarding of its people's interests. In light of the exceptional circumstances the region is witnessing, the Kingdom emphasizes the importance of restraint and intensifying diplomatic efforts to reduce tensions, contain escalation, and strengthen the foundations of regional security and stability. The Kingdom also believes that the security of the GCC is a collective responsibility that requires close coordination among friendly states, enhanced regional and international cooperation to address current challenges, protect vital waterways, and ensure the region's stability and continued prosperity. While Bahrain adheres to its firm principles in supporting peace, it also affirms that preserving its national security and stability of the region remains a non-negotiable priority based on its belief that peace is the cornerstone of a secure future for the peoples of the region.
National unity is one of the main pillars upon which Bahrain relies to face challenges under the current circumstances, as it is fundamental to the stability and development of nations and forms the basis for sound national construction. More in this report.
Community solidarity and national unity are traits that Bahrain has become accustomed to in various circumstances. This humanitarian approach, which is deeply rooted in Bahrain, is a fundamental pillar of social solidarity, partnership development, and community security, with the aim of strengthening cohesion to face challenges and promoting a spirit of social responsibility. Citizens and residents have affirmed their continued commitment to this approach through their constant work in the current circumstances and by standing united around the banner of the homeland, affirming their national unity, maintaining security and safety, and repelling anyone who attempts to undermine the security and stability of Bahrain. Community solidarity in the Kingdom is considered an important line of defense, especially in light of Iran's blatant attacks. National unity remains the impenetrable shield that protects the homeland, its security, and its achievements.
Dear citizens and residents, when hearing the first warning sirens while driving, kindly do the following. Continue driving and clear the left lane to open the way for emergency vehicles, civil defense, ambulances, traffic, security patrols to perform their duties. Listen to official media channels. Seek shelter in the nearest building or take cover in non-exposed areas until the danger has passed. Dear citizens and residents, if you're at home or at work, kindly do the following. Be calm, don't go out except for essentials, and as per instructions and guidelines issued by competent authorities. When you hear the second warning siren when the danger ends and situations are back to normal, the following procedures should be considered. Do not gather near affected areas for your safety and avoid hindering civil defense saving lives operations. Do not pick up objects thrown on the ground even if they are familiar to you.